Hi everyone. So I'm going to be talking about an example where the long-term effects of things was not considered, and this is within education. I'm claiming that the importance of early education has not been taken into consideration in terms of how it affects the whole society and the future. You can see plenty of examples now, and you could say first world countries where hospitals are becoming understaffed, where there's not enough professionals to actually do the service, do the work. Why is that? I mean, it definitely pays well. There's a shortage of it. Why is it understaffed? I mean, here in the United States, the medical schools, they're always filled up. All seats are taken. Yet we still have not enough doctors. I mean, the basic answer is that people aren't educated enough. Because you even have doctors who make mistakes. Really shouldn't be making such simple mistakes. Sometimes do because they're overworked. The truth is, schooling is not preparing people enough. Because if you wanted to, you can open up as many schools as you want. You can create the schools, the people to teach, and the people will be taught, and they'll know, and then they will apply it. The reason why is because there's not enough people there. Just like there's not enough people in the hospitals, there's not enough people to teach. There's not enough people to learn. I mean, if you wanted, you could have a whole generation committed to becoming teachers to teach medicine to the next generation. And so you will double, triple the number of doctors, quadruple. That's basic math. But are there enough people here qualified, prepared, educated? No, there isn't. Why is that? Where can we trace within people's lives how come they're not prepared? The responsibility comes from the environment. The schools aren't preparing people. People aren't able to just feel comfortable studying any subject, picking up a book, studying it, learning and reading it, no matter what it may be. That very basic point already shows how schooling is not preparing people. And it could be preparing people. But look at how much resources in these various countries, how much resources go into education, how much time and effort is spent. It's not enough, and it could be way more. More people could be involved. Teachers could be paid better. There could be better resources, a better system. But there isn't there right now. And this is just within, of course, let's say first world countries. All the other countries, they don't even have the basic stuff there. All they have is each other, really. Even then, just like human nature, they keep pushing, keep living. But if we really wanted to change things, just like I said the other day, the basic economic principles is if you want to increase the economy, the overall productivity, you need to invest within education and technology. Anything else won't really change the ability. It will just change where we decide to focus on. Education expands everyone. Technology expands everyone. And to have new technology, you need people who are educated. So it really comes down to education, the very basic point. And if we neglect that, we'll end up in the situation we have right now. Not enough people are educated, not enough people are ready, not enough people prepared. Well, they had how many years? 12 years in school to be able to be shown the point that they're able to learn, that they're able to read anything, to have that skill set of just being able to pick up a book, read it, understand it, and apply it. That basic principle is missing within schools. Right now, things are not structured well. There's no leadership. There's no point to actually push to make sure things are going the right direction. And until that happens, until there's a push, things won't change. And this is simply common sense, to focus on education. If right now I want to fix the crises within medical alone, but of course other areas are affected by this, then focus on education. Focus on the first few years of a child's life and continue that point. Establish a principle there that is carried throughout all the years of education, but it has to start from the beginning. Start from the beginning and continue it until the end. It's our responsibility to do so. And it's of course something very desirable, because then we have a real society where everyone has real opportunity and actually be able to, it's not just about fulfilling positions that are needed, it's about people having the awareness, ability to rationalize and critical thinking skills, to be able to look at situations, find solutions, work things out, be able to have that space within them where they can work through problems non-emotionally and create things that are best for everyone and question things. And question the reality of things. Right now, we don't have that within all of us. It's a very rare thing, it seems. Education right now is not the best, the most. Otherwise, we each would have that point. Be able to question and be able to look at things and analyze. Have that space to pick up a question, not be emotionally involved in it, and just investigate and look for the answers, whatever they may be, and test it out in reality. And that potential is there for us to live it and do it and show it to others. So let's push ourselves to live it. Become our own teachers first, because right now there are no really teachers for that, are there? The only we have is each other, who actually have lived it for themselves, who actually taught themselves. They can be teachers. People that already proved the point for themselves, they can teach, because they're simply sharing their own life experience. That's how real education works. It's a sharing of yourself. So let's focus on ourselves, each other, what more we can do. And let's start thinking long term, the bigger picture. But so far we think of only short-term goals. We only think about right now. We don't look into the future, how to develop things long term. And that's how real change occurs for the long term. The people making the right decisions affect the long-term consequences of things to really bring about change over time. It's established, that's going to work. Let's be smart about this. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Have a good one. Bye.